Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of stories. In today's class, we're going to begin with the second story, Grief by Anton Chekhov. In my earlier classes, I have taken the first story, The Three Dancing Goats prescribed in the syllabus. We have taken the story line to line. In tomorrow's class, I will be repeating the same process. In today's introductory class about the story, I'm just going to give you a brief outline of what the story is about. Let me tell you something about the writer. Anton Chekhov was a Russian playwright and novelist. He was born in 1860 and he died in 1904. His stories are famous for his minute observation of the reality around him, of the things around him. And this particular story that is prescribed in your syllabus, that is Grief, is the story of an old man who loses his son. The title of the story, Grief, implies that he is struck with some sorrow, he is bereaved, and that sorrow is nothing but the sorrow of his losing his son in an accident. But the problem that the protagonist Iona faces in the story is that he is filled with lot of sorrow, he is filled with lot of melancholy, he is filled with lot of thoughts that overcrowd his mind, that keep on coming to him again and again. But what he is not able to do is to share his grief with any other person. He needs somebody who can listen to his story, who can share the sorrow, who can share the pain that he experiences. Probably after that he is going to be a little light. At right now, in the present, he feels as if he's overburdened. He's taken over by that strong sorrow which he is not able to get relief of. Now what Chekhov has demonstrated or depicted in the story is the insensitivity of the humanity, of the human race, our callousness, our attitude towards not paying attention towards other people's grief and sorrow. The feeling of compassion, the feeling of sympathy that must be there in a human being towards his fellow human being, to share and to care, is quite evident in the story, which is missing. If we take the story in just a little detail, we can just come to know that Iona, the protagonist, is a cab driver and he is waiting in the extreme cold. The extreme cold is depicted by the sentences where Chekhov says that he is quite white and looks like a phantom. Quite like white and looks like a phantom is a depiction that there is a lot of snow falling. And so much so snow falling that the man is literally covered in snow. He's completely white. So in this tortuous condition, in this extreme cold, he is waiting for passengers. He's a cab driver. He's waiting for passengers with his horse. And he gets two set of passengers. In this particular time, the first passenger that he gets is an officer who has to be given a lift to some particular place. And the passenger, when he sits behind in the cab, Iona is tempted to share his grief with the officer. Though he starts narrating his story, though he starts telling the officer that he is bereaved, he is in a lot of pain, he is in a lot of sorrow because he has lost his son. He says, to quote, "My son Baron died this week." And the reply of the officer is, what did he die of? So, very brief, very pinpointed. The officer's callousness, the attitude, the response is an indication that he's not interested in listening to the side of Iona's story. And this is exactly what happens. The officer does not pay any heed, any attention to what Iona has to say. And then He drops off to the place where he was supposed to go, and Iona is again left alone. The second set of passengers that he gets is three young men, revelers, enjoying life, making a lot of noise, lot of commotion. And there are times, there are few episodes where he tries to, narrate the story to these young fellow, but he realizes that these people are not interested in his story. So after these two passengers have been deposited to their respective places, Iona still feels that he is still pounded with that sorrow. He's still, taken over with that sorrow which he wants to desperately share with somebody. Finally, not getting enough fare, not getting enough money, he lands up to the place where he takes rest. And then there is a man, a young cab driver who is sleeping in the extreme end. While he's sleeping, he makes a little noise, and Iona is, tempted by the fact that probably this man can listen to his side of the story. And then he utters this word, "But listen, mate, my son is dead. Did you hear? This week in hospital, it's a long story." So Iona has just built up his story in just 2 or 3 lines when he says that I have very many things to say, but the brief is that I have lost my son. I lost him this week. Though it's a very long story, but he wants somebody to hear it. But the young cab driver is not interested in Iona's story. So he hides his face and he's fast asleep. So just as the young man is wanting to sleep, Iona is wanting somebody to share his grief with. Now, as we approach the end of the story, we realize that with a lot of efforts that Iona make, with the passengers that he gets, with the young cab driver who's sleeping along where he's taking rest, Iona is not getting an ear to narrate his story to. There is nobody whom he can open his heart and tell completely what happened to his son, how did he pass away, and what was his story. So finally, in the end, when humanity shuts its door on Iona, when Iona realizes there is nobody, no human being who has time enough to listen to his grief, time enough to listen to the sorrow that he has to narrate, the story of his son dying, he finally opens his heart to his horse. And he says, the words are very pathetic, and when Iona speaks, one can feel what Chekhov is wanting to depict through the character, that how insensitive we have become over time. He says, he has left us to live, and he went off pop. Now let us say you had a foal, you were that foal's mother, and suddenly let's say that foal went and left you to live after him. It would be sad, wouldn't it? The little horse munches, listens, and breathes over his master's hand. So probably Iona has narrated his part of the sorrow where he says that, can you feel what I am feeling right now? Can you feel the pain, the trauma that I'm experiencing of losing the one that I loved so much? He tells the horse the complete story, and the ending of the story is left inconclusive. Chekhov doesn't give a concrete ending, and he somewhere ends with this, this kind of an ending where he has to say that, okay, Iona did narrate his story to the horse, so that way he was relieved of the grief that he had in his heart. But we human beings have a big question before us. Have we over the times, with this materialism around, with this materialistic world in which we are living, have we grown so insensitive that we do not care about the feelings of others? Not wanting to share others' grief, not wanting to share others' sorrow, and only indulging in what we have to say and what we have to talk about. So this story indeed is a very touching story, a very sensitive story, where Chekhov, to his own trademark, specifies the society around us in a very poignant manner through the character of Iona. So students, this much so for the outline of the story. In tomorrow's class, we are going to pick up the story unit wise and we are going to take the story in detail. Thank you.